Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Taurus in July 2020. What is going on, Taurus? How are you guys doing? Move this over just a tad. There we go. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, Taurus, welcome to July. More than half of 2020 is behind us. I'm sure many of us are already ready for 2021 to come on board. It's been a rough time for many of us across the world due to the pandemic. Here in the States, pandemic, huge economic downturn, as well as other countries. So wherever you are in the world, Taurus, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe and you're healthy in these trying times that continue on every day. I know it's a struggle for people to remain positive, for people to remain optimistic, but that is my greatest wish for everyone, to continually work on their own personal vibrations, their own personal outlook and mindset, and err on the side of good things, err on the side of connectivity, and, you know, appreciating as much out of your life, as much out of these moments as we can, right? Other than that, friends, you know, here in the States, today is July 4th, so happy Independence Day for those who are celebrating today, or, yeah, it's really kind of the only day that you can celebrate it. But I mean, if you're a day late on the 5th or something like that, maybe you have a barbecue tomorrow, I don't know. But happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July to my American patriots, co-patriots? Co-citizens, whatever. Anyway, let's get into it. Taurus, I've shuffled off camera. That's your main spread there. I'm going to shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. The timestamp is in the description box if you want to jump ahead. Also down there, you're going to find the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. If you have a question before you place an order, just go ahead and email me at the same address and I will answer you as soon as I can. And also down there, you will see the link to the Instagram account that I use, EmpathicFire Tarot. If you want to follow me over there, I pull oracle cards a few times throughout the week. Recently did my first pick a card, so that was kind of fun. So I think I'll do that again at sometime in the near future. So if you're interested in following me on Instagram, just go ahead and click the link below, and I'll see you over there. All right, let's get into it. Let me see the outcome for Taurus in July 2020. Taurus's outcome in July 2020, please show me. Wow. All right. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. And let me tell you, that's one of the fastest outcomes I've ever had, I think. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and flip what came face down. Why is my music not playing? 1 second. I'm going to take care of that. Oh, there it goes. I just didn't hear it. Okay. I was going to say, I don't know what, that thing has been acting weird lately. Anyway. All right, guys, let's get into it. Please show me where Taurus is in July 2020. Taurus in July 2020, please show me. Okay. It's sort of kind of between two places, but I feel like this one came out stronger, so we're going to go with that. All right, guys, coming into July, you come in with the 5 of Wands in reverse. Show you this card upright so you can get a better look at it. So Taurus, you're not in the mood to fight. I mean, you know, Taurus can put up a fight. Taurus can be, you know, spunky and energetic in those ways, and, you know, give people a piece of their mind when they want to. But I feel like a very docile energy. I feel like a very, like, pacifist energy. Like, whatever people are bringing to your doorstep that they have an issue with, that they have a problem with you with, that like, whoever's challenging you, friends, family, strangers, you know, people that you work with, anonymous people on the internet, whatever, you're just like over it. I really get the sense that you don't care to engage in any type of disagreements, and you just want there to be, you know, no pun intended, but like truly peace on earth. Like, some of you are affected heavily by what's going on out in society, out in the world, and that's bothering you, it's upsetting to you, and you just want it to be over with. You kind of want things to, quote unquote, go back to normal, and, you know, that's fine. Everybody kind of wishes for that in some way, in some form or fashion, right? But on a more personal level, it feels to me like you have been back and forth with a particular person or a group of people, and it's not going anywhere. And so instead of re-engaging in that energy, your option, I think for the most part, is just to ignore, back away, unplug. I think in some of your cases, people are particularly trying to push your buttons that they know will turn you into a hothead, will turn you into somebody who becomes reactionary, and they are deliberately doing this towards you. And you know, you're staying on that high ground. Oh, this was this a part of your mid-June reading or your June reading? Because now they're reminding me something about a high horse, and your people are perceiving you as if you're on a high horse, but really you're on the high road. And there's a difference, right? When you're on your high horse, it tends to speak to your ego. It tends to speak to your arrogance, right? When you're on your high horse. But if you take the high road, it's slightly different. The meaning is slightly different in that you're choosing to be the bigger man or the bigger woman in the situation, right? You're choosing to be the more quote unquote adult person in the situation. So that's still here with this Five of Wands in reverse. I'm pretty sure that was a message for you guys back in June or mid-June or June itself. I can't remember which reading it was, but yeah, I just get the sense like there's a lot of nasty energy around you or within the people that you're dealing with, like particularly one or two people like are being extra spicy with you. And I don't know if it's just reactionary to you or if it's dealing with issues on their shoulders and they're basically dumping their crap on you, like taking it out on you. Whatever the reason is really neither here nor there, but where you're standing, Taurus, it feels like I'm not involved. I'm not going to rise to this. I'm not going to respond to that. And for your safety, okay, for your sanity, yes, for your health and your wellness, this is the best thing that you could do. This is what that feels like. Interesting about safety. So for those where this, ooh, what is this? Sudden headache coming on. That's freaking sucks. I don't like that. But yeah, for those where this is an issue of your safety, you know, Godspeed. You know, I do not condone any type of violence or, you know, fisticuffs or anything like that. But for some of you, I really feel like some people like want to take you out back and like, you know, rough you up or people are aggressive. Let's just say it that way. People are being extra aggressive with you. And this is a general, you know, please take it with a grain of salt. If you're a cross watcher and a Taurus is doing this to you, perfect. That's your story. But, you know, this is Taurus's video, so I'm going to address it to them. And yeah, like the health and wellness, like how right above like my left eye, like I just had like an acute mini headache. It's still there, but it's dissipating a little bit. And that happens very rarely. It used to happen a little bit more often when I was doing readings. Like if something was like ailing my body, like that was a symptom. So for some of you, you might have severe headaches or migraines over this whole situation. And, you know, again, for your sanity, your health and your wellness and your safety, unplugging or distancing yourself from the situation, from the argument, from the people, whatever it is probably your best bet. At least that's what you think. At least subjectively, that's what you think. Okay? So what else happens for Taurus? Please show me. Wow, okay. So the bigger picture for many of you is that you're doing work on your own. And that's a change of pace. And you might, I feel some of you are uncertain, and don't worry about that. Yeah, thank you. So some of you are feeling uncertain about this move, that this decision to pull back, this decision to step away with the Moon card. Major Arcana for Pisces, could be dealing with a Pisces, but you don't have to be. And I would say don't worry about it, even though you are worried about it. When we get to the Moon, we're talking about complex feelings. We're talking about things being muddied or unclear, emotionally speaking, right? So there's uncertainty here. You might have some confusion or self-doubt here. The people that you're involved with, they might be coming from a similar place where they're in some type of emotional confusion, where they are saying one thing but doing another, and that confuses you, that boggles your mind. Interesting. Let me see that for a second. Okay, so for some of you, like, you're dealing with like someone with like, I guess that's a narcissistic tendency to say something and then do the next thing. So what do I mean? Someone might be blowing up your phone, a friend, an ex, someone you work with, whatever, and they're saying all kinds of nasty things to you. You're the worst person I've ever known. I can't believe we ever dated. I can't believe that, I have to work alongside you, or, this is like somebody that, a relative of yours. I can't believe when we were both, 17 years old and I helped you out in such a way with your parents, and then now this is the way you repay me, and you're like 38 years old today. Like, what the hell is this person talking about? 21 years ago? Shut up. Anyway, and so they're saying all these nasty things to you in conversation, in text or whatever, but then in person, or the next time you see them, or, a package shows up at your door and it's like an edible arrangement or something, and it's signed by this person, it comes from this person. So whoever they are, specifically to the other person on other people or other person in the storyline for you, they are confusing. They hate you one moment, they love you the next. What's that one term? Love bombing. If like this is an ex trying to come back towards you, I miss you. I was such a fool. You were the best thing I ever had. And it's like last week you were cursing me out on the phone. You called me like at 2 a.m. drunk, cursing me out. Like, what are you talking about? You see what I mean? So be careful with that person, because they're not in a fit emotional state. Pisces or not, male or female or not, it doesn't matter. This person is unhealthy. Okay. The other aspect of the moon that plays into that is illusions and delusions, fantasy, escapism. That person is possibly in a state of mind, in another relationship, in another place, dealing with other people that are in some form or fashion dissatisfactory, thank you, and they want back into your good graces. So illusions, delusions, fantasies, trying their best to make something seem desirable when it's really not. Because again, what were they doing before they sent you gifts? What were they doing before they sent you, voicemails that told you how much they love you? They were treating you like a piece of crap. So no, that doesn't add up, right? But back to you, Taurus. So you're also in the moon card because not only does that person confuse you, you might be confusing yourself, or you might be uncertain, where Taurus is known to be a compassionate sign. Taurus is known to be communal and interested in creating loving bonds with other people, period. Okay. You like the finer things in life. You kind of like to have a good time. You're hardworking and you're diligent and all that good stuff. But at the same time, you can be a little bit of a softie, a little bit of a teddy bear, right? And I think that softer side of you has to be put to the side just for a while, again, in order to preserve yourself with this Five of Wands in reverse. Secure your safety, your sanity, your health, and your wellness. This person or this situation that is giving you flack, and it could be coming from multiple sources, right? Could be toxic friends, toxic family members, what have you. It's not healthy to continue to work with these people, to engage with these people in the way that you have previously. You have to kind of draw a line in the sand. And I think that moon card, it affects your sensitivity. You don't want to have to go to this dark place. The moon represents darkness, right? Because when the moon is out, what does that mean? It's nighttime, so it's dark outside. So a lot of things under the cover of darkness are unclear. It can be kind of scary or off-putting. And I get the sense that you're having to do things that you don't normally do. And it upsets you. You're a sensitive person. Whoever this Taurus is, or whoever this group of Tauruses are, I'm connecting to, you guys are a sensitive bunch. Taurus in general it can be sensitive, but this particular group is like extra sensitive. Okay, so I don't know what your moon sign is. That could be why this is here. I don't usually talk about placements that much, but your moon sign could be where your sensitivity comes from. Okay, so if you know your chart, go ahead and plug that in. And it doesn't have to be like, you could have a Mars moon, or Mars moon. You could have an Aries moon. And Aries is not a sensitive sign, no offense. But anyway, so you're doing this work, you're uncertain, but it's for the best. And you have to be dedicated to it. Or, yes, they're like, yep. You have to be dedicated to it. Because next to that Five of Wands, you've got this Three of Pentacles. And this is unusual for the Three of Pentacles, this depiction. But, you know, I picked decks for a reason because apparently my guides know what's going to come out. And I'm just like, okay. Anyway, the Three of Pentacles, as you can see, there's one person. They're watering these different flowers all by themselves. That's atypical of the Three of Pentacles. Because if you're familiar with tarot, you'll know that most of the time the Three of Pentacles will show three people working together in tandem. And not to say that all of you are doing this work alone. You might have a good friend or a good family member or someone standing by your side supporting you, yes, but the central figure in this card is a solo figure, right? So I feel that you guys are having to put in this work to be strong, to be almost in a way non-negotiable. Yes, there you go, boundaries. That's the word. You guys are having to be non-negotiable with the boundaries that you set up. So this, again, it could come down to, like, in some of your cases, getting like a restraining order placed on a person. If it gets to that level for that group that's concerned about your safety, go ahead, go through official channels. If you don't stop calling me, if you don't stop coming by my house, I'm going to have to go to the local PD and we're going to have to set something up, because I'm not having you come around my house. I'm not having you come around my kids. I'm not having you come around my job, whatever, right? Okay. Like, legit, someone out here might be in a stalker situation. Okay. I don't feel that heavily, but like for those where it might get to that level, don't be afraid to go down that road of official paperwork, okay? Getting things officially documented, okay? If you need to be saving emails, save an email. Someone leaves a nasty voicemail and your natural inclination is to delete it, don't delete it. Start to compile the receipts, okay? You get me? So you don't want to do that. Or at least the focal point of this card is you're doing this work mostly on your own. And that for you, Taurus, can be kind of scary, can, again, leave you in this emotional, oh, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, or you feel bad to take it to these levels with certain people. If it doesn't have to go to the local police, it's still you being firm. Right? There's something about being firm, setting up this boundary, and you don't want to do that. Again, because I think you've known this person for a while, or you have a certain history with them, or you at some point had a certain bond with this person as friends, family, lovers, whatever. And it breaks your heart to have to treat them this way. But let me tell you, this person isn't thinking of you in these terms. So do not, for now at least, do not extend them the courtesy, because they're not extending it to you. If you've asked a person, potentially, even if not asked, just told a person, I'm not going to engage with you this way. I'm just not. Please stop calling. I don't want to have this discussion anymore. The moment you bring it up, I'm not going to engage with you. Let's move on to the next issue, because this could be about work. You know, this could be some type of negotiation at work, or something to do with contractual obligations in your job. And someone keeps violating the terms of a contract, or they're not fulfilling their contract. Maybe you've hired someone to do a job and they're not doing their job, and they're inflaming you, and they're making the situation work. Then, you know, again, you might have to go through official channels. You might have to call up a lawyer and do all this other kind of stuff to break the contract or whatever it is. Don't feel bad that you have to go this route with this person. I know you want to be on the high road, so remain on the high road. But remember to protect yourself, to maintain your boundaries, to water your garden, right? And look at the incremental growth of each of those little flowers. The small one, the medium-sized one, and the large one. So this is going to take time. Three of Pentacles, this isn't going to be solved overnight. You know, and that sucks, because I think, Taurus, you would rather see a resolution quickly, because emotionally you're kind of like distraught. And you'd rather get out of it as soon as possible. But I don't think, in terms of what's shown up here, I don't think the timing is going to be what you want. But I think I said this earlier, maybe I didn't. Your dedication to it is what's going to help. Like sticking to your principles, sticking to your integrity, sticking to whatever precedents, whatever boundaries you set up, stick to it. And that will, yes, that will reward you. You're going to get what you need. You're going to get what you want. I feel, Ace of Pentacles. So the seeds that you're planting in the Three of Pentacles, the garden that you're watering in the Three of Pentacles, is related to the Ace of Pentacles. This chance, this opportunity to start fresh, to start anew. In some of your cases, this does play directly to your job, your career, your finances, what have you. You might be trying to get out of a contract. Maybe you were hired to do a job and the person who hired you is abusive, or vice versa. You hired someone and the person you want to do the job is abusive or tyrannical or like a maniac or something. Once that gets settled, however it gets settled, whether you pay out to release, whether you get paid out to be released from the contract, you pay them to release them from the contract, whatever, a new opportunity will befall you. Okay. If it's not directly related to your career or your finances, there's still this reset or this restart that you're after, a clean slate. An opportunity to get something off the ground anew, or to start down a new path, or start towards a new project, towards a new relationship, whatever. It's not a guarantee, nothing in tarot is guaranteed anyway, but particularly the Ace of Pentacles are not guaranteed. They're nice, they're bright, they're shiny, they're new, they're exciting, they inspire us, but because of all that, what I'm saying, it can also be kind of, like it can feel impossible. As much as I feel it is a possibility that, like I told you, you toe the line, you hold your boundaries, you're going to eventually get this. But because of the timing, because of how consistent you might have to be, because someone might come back and love bomb you, because someone might come back and say, I was rotten, I apologize, I had no right to speak to you that way. And your heart, your sensitive heart for this one particular group of Tauruses, your sensitivity might get the best of you and you might allow them back in. That will only curtail your progress. That will only hold you further back from what you want to move towards. Being totally free of this person, being in a new line of work, being in a new relationship, or being open to new relationships, being absolutely 100% certified single, not in this hit back, ping pong, shit with your ex that's on again, off again, on, like, no. Hold your line, hold your boundaries. I'm telling you, if you do that, even though you're uncertain, even though you're confused, you're going to get a payoff, and you might meet someone of significance. So hold your line, work diligently towards your goal. It's not easy, right? I'm saying things like it's so easy. Just go get a restraining order. That's not easy. You got to file this report, and then what? Let's say you were to get a restraining order, and then what? You don't hear from this person in 2 weeks. It's kind of like, well, I went and stressed myself out at the police department filing this report, getting this restraining order on this person for no reason at all, and then 2 weeks go by, they don't come by. 3 weeks go by, they don't show up, they don't call, they don't do anything. And then it's like 2 months from now, just hypothetical, 2 months from now, then they call, and they're not being nasty. Hey, Taurus, what's up? I've been thinking and I miss you a lot and blah, 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 blah. And your heart has softened because of the passage of time and because they've come with some nicety about them, some pleasantry about them, right? So now part of you might feel a little guilty. Oh, maybe I overreacted. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No. Remember, this person has a narcissistic tendency, a toxic tendency about them. This person or these people, leave them alone. I'm telling you. Whoever needs to, no. This person has proven that they are not a part of your next journey, the next leg of your journey. And some of you are going to be tested to let them back in. And I'm telling you, don't do it. You'll miss the opportunity if you let this person back in. So what's the opportunity? I don't want to say it is a person, but in some of your cases, it will be. It's not in all of your cases, but in many of them, it will be. King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be dealing with an Earth sign or not at all. You may know this person already, for some of you. This person might already be established in your life in some type of way. This could be, you know, a potential business partner that you've been already trying to work with, but you're entangled in some contractual mess in the past. So you've yet to kind of let this other situation go so that the King of Pentacles can fully slide in. Thank you. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, in terms of tarot, is a massive energy. Kings, queens, they're massive energies. They're not little playthings like a page, or, you know, they're not intermediate like a knight would be. They are significant. The King of Pentacles requires a lot of space. You see that big chest that he's got under his arm? That requires a lot of room. So think of it this way, Taurus. Say your life, or the potential energy spectrum, or not even spectrum. Imagine a container, a gallon jug, whatever, a milk jug, or, you know, a bowl or something like that. Something that can hold a gallon, right? Or a liter if you're if you're international, right? And all of the energy in your life that belongs to you, that belongs to other people, all the energy source that belongs to you and the people closest to you can fill in that 1 gallon jug, right? But you already have a person or a situation that takes up some space, takes up like 16 ounces within that gallon jug, right? King of Pentacles requires 16 ounces to come into your life, but you already have 16 ounces, meaning you don't have space for this person energetically. You have to make space for them. If this is a business opportunity, if you want to work on your own, if you want to be independent, but you're tied down to a family business, you know, your parents or your great uncle or whoever it is just like, well, what are you going to do? You're going to walk away from the family business? This family business has been open for the past 86 years. Why aren't you going to, you know, pull the weight around here? You're disappointing your parents. You're disappointing your grandmother. You know, whatever guilt trip this person is giving you. This is just an example, right? But here is an opportunity to work alongside or be supported by someone for an independent venture, your own entrepreneurial potential. This person can't come in because you're still dealing with family business stuff. You're still wrapped up in this guilt, in this sense of obligation to something from your past, which, again, I'm telling you, let it go. Not to say you have to disown your family, or, you know, God forbid anybody disowns anybody. But that aspect of the relationship, maybe, you know, between your parents, yes, I'm still your child and I still respect you and everything like that, but that's not what I want for my life. I don't want to run the family business. I want to run a different type of business, or I don't even want to go to business, or I don't want to do business. I want to do art. There's something here where an opportunity with someone of great potential, of great value, of great know-how and insight. King of Pentacles is a firm, established person, entity, energy. They have something of value to give, or to share, or to at least provide you passage into. This could be a gatekeeper. This could be someone who would love to interview you, who would love to invest in your business. This could be a potential love match, whatever, whoever they are. But you don't have room yet in your life because you haven't let go of some crap from the past, some energy from the past. It doesn't mean release people from the past always, just the energy of them. Don't allow them in. Got it? Hey. Anything else with the King of Pentacles? If it's a love match, I don't feel like, you know, puppy dog love. I don't feel you're looking at this person, or they you, and it's like, oh, it's not cutesy. It's very adult. It's very mature. So they could be older than you. They could be more established than you. They could just have a different set of values, or like a more level head than people that you're used to dating. Let's say it that way. So essentially, it's a level up. You know, in terms of tarot, maybe before you were dating pages and knights, and then a king comes along your path and wants to give you the time of day, wants to share his chest with you, his values with you, his he or she. I'm only saying king because it's a male, or I'm only saying he because it's a king. It can be a female. But I feel this king is in a position to really welcome you into their life and wants to be welcomed into your life and be a part of the next leg of your journey. But if there's no room, this person's not going to stand around. So it's kind of like yes, it's next to an opportunity. You can miss this. I told you that. The ace is not a guarantee. This person is not guaranteed to be there tomorrow or the next day or the next day if, they're not welcome, if you can't welcome them in. Does that make sense? Yeah. If you let them in and you toe the line and you keep your boundaries up, Three of Pentacles next door, you get the Three of Cups. And you've been with my channel, if you've been with my channel for a while, there's, I don't think that this is third party situation for the majority of you. If that fits in your life, if this is some type of intermingling of a romantic situation, go ahead and plug that in. But I'm not really sensing like this is a cheating scenario and somebody's getting a jump off. I'm not really feeling that. But if that plays in your story, go ahead and apply it. What I'm more feeling is a return to happiness, a return to joy, or a return to celebration or reason to celebrate. Maybe after you hold up your boundaries and you tell people what you will and will not compromise on, you display to people what you will and will not accept from them. A lot of people who do this whole steamroll, love bombing, narcissistic, toxic crap, they do it because they go unchecked, or they go unchecked in a way that finally rings for them. Meaning, and I hate to keep throwing it this way because I know it would be very stressful for some of you, but some people don't listen to reason until reason comes in the form of like an authority figure. Okay. Now, I'm not saying here, call the cops on this person and everything like that. That can be a little bit of a hot button issue at this time. But as far as like, putting things into official channels, officially, I have put you on a restraining order from me, from my family, from my property, from my job, whatever. Right. Again, documenting the ways in which this person is harassing you, even if it doesn't have to involve law enforcement. This could be something on the job. This could be harassment on the job. This could be, just needing to go to HR, go to your manager, go to somebody, if your manager's the problem, go above your manager's head. You see what I mean? So once you put the flame to this person's feet in terms of you don't listen to me, you don't respect my requests, you don't respect my issues that I've brought to you, and you don't take me seriously. Now that I've escalated my complaints and my concerns, do you take me seriously? Now, I think in some of your cases that's going to be enough to get that person to run away, to leave you alone, for reals. Once this person is out, and if you allow this King of Pentacles in, you might be looking at this Three of Cups situation where it's celebratory, it's happy, it's contentment. It's having a good time with friends. It's bringing joy and smiles and laughter back into your life after a period, I'm going to say for like several months and upwards to maybe a year or two. This has been going on for some of you. Like I really feel like this revival of good times and feeling at peace. Did I say that earlier? I feel like some of you are seeking peace in your life or things to be calm, and that's going to be good for you. That's how, yeah. Your outcome, is the Hierophant. This is you, Taurus. Major Arcana for Taurus, the Hierophant. So, there you go. Seeking peace. Now, the Hierophant isn't known to be like a peacekeeper per se, but it represents a figure, an entity, a person, a confidant, who you go to for wise counsel. And when you receive counsel from a person, good advice from a person, or just someone to listen to you, someone to, kind of let off steam with, you do find peace with that, do you not? Like, your stress goes down a little bit, even if it's just talking with a friend over a glass of wine. Oh my God, you don't even know what's going on, girl. Let me tell you. And then you just like spout it out and you release it. And there's like this recognition that I feel you get when we talk to this Hierophant person. It could be you, could be a friend, or it's just an energy about the situation that you're hoping to encounter, which is to be a little bit affirmed, to be given a little bit of guidance and told, like, you know, you did the right thing. You know, not in the sense of you need to be validated per se, but just to be affirmed, just to be told, you know, we've all been down this road, or we've all had difficult decisions that we've had to make, Taurus. You're no different than so many other people. This could be a therapist or a counselor. This could be someone that you're trusting with your secrets, or trusting with the intimate details of the situation that you're dealing with. In some of your cases, you know, again, for those that this has been an issue of safety, I do feel that for some of you, it's hard. Because in those toxic and narcissistic, and I've never said narcissistic or narcissist this much in a reading. So for those where it applies, you know exactly who you are. But because of how some of you have never experienced this before, like this could be the first and only time you've dealt with someone who's been so nasty and so aggressive and abusive and so volatile or violent. Whether that's a friend, whether that's a lover, whether that's a family member, I don't know. And I think like you're seeking peace and reprieve through spiritual counsel, through psychological counsel, through, you know, just a good friend, through religious counsel, whatever. Or you're going to be seeking this on your own. If you're not telling anybody, some of you aren't telling anybody about the actual details of what's going on here, and you're trying to figure it out on your own. That's fine. I think that could work for some of you, but I'd caution against it, because to totally take in negative energy and not expel it in some type of way, or transmute it, transfer it, transmit it to another source, even just speaking it aloud, that's a powerful act to speak aloud. But if you haven't done so, I'm slightly cautious about keeping all of this internal. Regardless, what you're hoping for with the Hierophant energy, Taurus, is a peaceful resolution, is a resolution that, you know, kind of offers you release from all of this. Like, again, I don't want to say it's validation. It might come off that way, but I feel like also like a stamp of approval. Like for those where you're spiritual or religious, going to someone in the field, or going to someone that you trust, a confidant in that field, in that world, and telling them your story, and then for them to say this was the right thing to do, or, you know, I think, you know, God would approve, or whoever would approve, or, you know, you had to do this in order to get back to your spiritual safety, or spiritual wellness. I think that's what you need to hear. I don't think I'm that person. If you think I am, from what I've told you today, this feels like the right thing to do. But I don't think that's in most of your cases. I think this is like a counselor, a bishop, or a priest, or something like that, or a deacon or something. I don't know. So go for it. Now, overall energy. Knight of Wands. Progress, progress, progress. Okay? You guys want to get out of this situation. You guys want to go full steam ahead and feel reinvigorated. Thank you. Look at this knight. He looks very keyed up. He looks very purposeful. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but you don't have to be. I feel like a move towards triumph, a move towards congratulations or glory or some type of recognition. Or just feeling inspired and feeling connected to your purpose, connected to a goal, your passion, what have you. I think this situation that you're coming out of, for most of you, I would hope to say that you're coming out of it. Others of you, you're gonna be circling the drain for a little bit, to be honest. But for a good portion of you, this hopefully mostly will be a part of your past. And that Knight of Wands is looking towards your future. Where are we going next? What is the next leg of this journey? What is the next pathway of our life that we're going to walk down? Who's going to be there? What will I be doing? Like, you know, a lot of questions, and even though there's uncertainty in some of those questions, I think it is exciting because you know it's not a part of anything from the past. Like, I feel a lot of shedding, running away, releasing of drama and BS from the past. Okay? Taurus, that is your reading for July. If you liked it, the like button is down below. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how this resonated. That would be super cool. If you want to share the video or subscribe to the channel, that would also be awesome. Taurus, I'm going to be back soon with the mid-July reading, so you have that to look forward to. I will be going live on the channel on July 11th. That is, however, for Cancer's birthday period. If you have reason to want to spy, quote-unquote, spy on a Cancer, you can feel free to drop by the channel on that day and just sit back and watch. But again, I will be going live specifically for Cancers during their birthday season, so if you want to check that out, you can feel so to join me on July the 11th, okay? Again, guys, if you want a personal reading, that information is down in the box below. And Taurus, I thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye.